Hi, happy Sunday. It's Vicky, the happy budgeting mom. Today I am going to be opening up some Happy Mail and putting any kind of savings challenges that I received from my pen pals into my pen pal savings challenge binder and kind of just do a talk it out kind of video today where I am going to share with you some things that I'm thinking and how I'm going to be using this going forward. Now, in order for me to have any money to put into this, I need to get some side income coming in. So either selling my cat savings challenge or getting my Grinch Christmas ready, my Halloween. I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet because if you've been following me, you know I'm looking for a job, and like every waking moment that I'm not doing something that I absolutely positively have to do, I'm looking for a job. So I am going to kind of cut back on that a little bit and get these products made. So hopefully I can get some things sold so I have money to put in here. And yeah, so that's what I want to do. But before I do that, I want to see how all of you guys are doing. Is everything okay in your neck of the woods? How's everything? How was your July? Do you have any really great plans for August or any new budgeting goals or anything? Comment down below and let me know. I would appreciate it. And then if you do have anything that you're working towards, I can, like be a little cheerleader here on the sidelines for you. The first savings challenges that I have are some that were emailed to the group. These are created by Blessed Budgets by Abigail, and they are also for saving for Christmas. There's just a roll and save for each icon, a color and save, and then this little Santa with the Feliz Navidad. So we have those. I'm going to go ahead and open up my binder here and put those in the back for in Abigail's envelope. And do I already have these? I already have these. So, what's another set? So I will go ahead and add these. And I do believe that these are available on her Ko-Fi shop. Okay. So the next ones that I want to pull out, this is by Budgeting with Lisa. And oh my goodness, look at this. It's all butterflies. Love it. Oh my goodness. So there is a beautiful butterfly paper clip. Love that. A little sticker. And then this is saying plant milkweed for monarchs. And these are also stickers. So that is nice. I might use one of these in my planner this month and then the other one in my gardening planner. These feel like they're on sticker paper or something. Yeah, the paper feels different than what I'm used to. But I don't know, it just, I'm gonna have to reach out to her, and because these are the savings challenges, but the texture and everything is just so different. So I'm just like, are these stickers? Are these, what are these? But they are also monarch butterfly savings challenges. You can set an amount for the butterfly and then do a roll and save. There is one where you can color and save, and then you just assign an amount for this one. Oh my goodness. Love it. Love it. I am an avid reader. I probably read about 21 books a month, and most of them I get from the library. But I'm always needing bookmarks, and look at this. She made us a bookmark and it has a scratch off I will probably end up doing this one first, so I have this bookmark for my book, my next book that I'm reading. Oh my gosh, I love this. Thank you, Lisa. And then she has a little note here, and I'm going to go ahead and read that offline. Even though I don't see anything, just skimming it really fast, that's anything personal or private, but just in the event. But that, oh, I'm, goodness gracious, I love this. I'm going to set this one out, but let me go to Budgeting with Lisa, which is right here, and put those in. And I am going to, yeah, put these over to the side. Oh my goodness, I love butterflies. Not as much as hummingbirds, but I love butterflies. Okay, the next one is Budgeting by Kim. And let's go ahead and pull that out. And these have been sitting here for a little bit. So we have a 4th of July Savings Challenge, which I don't celebrate 4th of July. So it's just, you know, like some other day for me. But I can put these in my Savings Challenge box for next year. So if I did want to save something for July, if I was going to go do something. But then we have August. This would be a fantastic one for back to school, for saving for that. And then September with the 9/11, and she has it as a scratch off. These are very nice, and the quality of the cardstock, oh, that's really nice. I do like this. Very good. Thank you so much, Kim. And yeah, she's like, we're 1 week away from July 4th. So yeah, I've had these for a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and put these in with Budgeting with Kim. And perfect. Okay, I have so many savings challenges in here. That is crazy. I'm going to be able to save so much money once the money starts coming in. But what I would like to do with this is start saving for a new business. I want to start a new business so that I can, I guess, just depend on myself and not depend on somebody else to be able to pay me. I don't want to have to worry about, oh, do I have a job tomorrow? Or, you know, the company's selling or getting acquired by somebody else, or, you know, an executive having his undies in a twist and he's like, okay, we're going to lay off half of you, whatever. I want to be able to work when I want to work, and also be able to, I guess, be in control of how much I earn. So I'm not, you know, sitting here just like, oh, okay, well, I might get a raise next year or what have you. If I want to have that extra income, I'm like, okay, here's what I need to do this month. I need to, you know, get more clients or work a little bit harder or do this, do that, just so I am in control. Also, I am 12 years away from retirement, and trying to find a job when you are on the older side is extremely hard. And I don't know if it's because employers are just, you know, they want the younger group because they'll work for less, or they think that they're more tech savvy. I don't know, maybe less illnesses. I have no idea what people think and why they think it. So I don't even want to, you know, go down that rabbit hole. But if I'm working for myself, it doesn't matter how old I get, because it's just me who I'm depending on. You know what I mean? It's like, if, oh yeah, I'm now 60, but I can still work, it's fine. And there's a couple of things that I want to do. One of which is bookkeeping. I do have a bookkeeping business that I began in 2013, and work has gotten so busy that I had to put that job aside, and I was making enough money where I didn't have to worry about it. So I think that I am going to resuscitate that business and get that going again and start picking up virtual customers as I, did in the past. And so that's one thing that I want to do. Another is I want to go back and get my real estate license. I did have that in my younger years. It expired in 2004. I'm like, I'm not going to be using this. I don't need it. So if I ever get a wild hair and want it again, I'll go back and get it. Well, I've got that wild hair. I want to go back and get it. But I don't want to be a slave to the real estate community, if that makes sense. I want to just pick and choose which customers I have, because what I would like to do is just stay pretty much in my own town, which that would keep any realtor busy, because we have so many new houses coming in. Everybody wants to move to this town. It is hopping and bopping and carrying on. And I think ever since people found out that Justin Bieber bought land here, they're like, oh, we want to live there too. And it's like, why? He just bought land. He's not building here. He's not moving here. He just bought land. That's it. Because at the time, land here was so cheap. It was ridiculous. But now that we're like the groovy place to be, it's skyrocketing and it's ridiculous. But so I do want to get my real estate license and start slowly building that up, so that when I am in retirement age, then I can have that to fall back on if need be. So that's two things that I want to do. This last one here is from Shar, and I don't remember her channel off the top of my head. I'm going to have to look on here and see. But another thing that I want to do is estate sales. And so I am going to start doing that. I need to build up a website. I already have the articles of incorporation already made because I made them years ago. And it was right before I had my heart surgery, so I didn't get to do it. So this has been something that I've wanted to do for years, but because of my health, I couldn't do it. But now I can do it. So I am going to go ahead and proceed with following through on that, desire of mine, of that wanting to do that sort of business. And so I am going to use savings in here in order to get me to that place of where I want to be. So I need a website. I need to get my business license, not only in the town that I live in, but also in the town next to me, and then probably also the one right after that. And the way that, let's just say Tucson, Arizona. The way that Tucson, Arizona is let's say this is Tucson, and then you have a little town here, a little town here, a little town here, and they're just all touching. And so you could think that, oh yeah, all of these are all the same, but every single little town wants to have their own grab of the money. And I can get from this town across Tucson to this town in like 40 minutes. And so it's, that close. Some of them are even closer, but everybody wants to have their hands in the pot for the money. So I need to have a little license for each one of these little towns. Instead of it just being right there in Tucson. And then I also need to be able to afford a storage unit for anything that does not sell and they might want to donate, because one of my sisters and I want to set up kind of like a antique thrift store. That is like her dream. She wants to have an antique store where people rent booths from you, booth space, and then she would have a little spot, and then all of these little booths would be about, and she would rent those out to people. And I'm like, we need money first. We can't just go do that, because we need to have money for rent at least 6 months up front. And, expenses like for utilities. We wouldn't need wages because she would work it. And she currently does not have a job. So she doesn't have an income, so that would work out in itself, and then later on she could start pulling an income. But for us to have the space and then to start advertising and getting those people in there, that takes time, that takes money. And but it would be such a fabulous idea, especially out on the side of town that we live on, because we don't have any of that here. Everything is all East Tucson, and nobody wants to drive over there. Let me tell. Oh, yeah. But anyway, so those are my ideas. I just need to get some money in to start making them happen. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with this. And so I'm going to assign each person kind of like a category, like for instance, Lisa, Valerie, and Kim. Those savings challenges would go to getting my real estate license. And then Stephanie, Lacey, these would work for my website. And then Vanita, Pam, Hannah, these would be for the business licenses, any kind of fees that I need to pay, to become a member of the Chamber of Commerce, for instance, or, whatever. Renewing my notary license, let's say that. So whatever, I need for this. Elma would be for like my post office box. And then Shar, which is this one, goes here, since we're here to her now. And she is Shar, it's the La Belle Petite. And she did these cute little stitch, and they are color and save, and they are laminated already. So, and she's telling me do it now. Okay, I have to start all these businesses because she's telling me to. Oh my goodness. And then last time it was, you can do this. So yes, this is what I want to do. I think that it would make me so extremely happy. And then I know that it seems like, oh, that's a lot of jobs, but really you only do estate sales when someone passes away, unfortunately. But I'm also going to be doing clean outs, or when the military has a big move, because we do have an Air Force base here, and there's a lot of people who have to clear out all of their items before they get shipped off. So there's that. And you would be working heavily on the weekends, obviously, doing the estate sale. But in that time before it happens, you have to go through the house, get all of the items prepped, priced, tagged, make an inventory, do all of that stuff. So it would take, you think, oh, that's easy, you're only going to work at the weekend. No, you're not. You're going to be working like the whole week, and then a couple of days beforehand and a couple of days afterwards. So, but for the time being that I don't do those, then I could be doing bookkeeping or notary services or selling a house or what have you. And then I'm also thinking, oh, if I get somebody who is doing an estate sale, they need to sell the house too. Boom, boom, I can do both. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I would like to do. This is Char's letter. I'm going to read that offline. And then she also did this pumpkin patch one where you can just assign an amount and color and save. So this one, I don't know if it's going to fit in here. Yeah, I guess it will. But that's my plan. That's what I would like to do. And yeah, so I just need to now set everything in motion. So August is going to be a very, yeah, that's not going to stay in there. August is going to be a very busy month with me trying to get all of that stuff going and, get out of the chute. Let's get things going. But while all of this is happening, I still need an income. So I'm still going to be looking for a job. but it's going to be a lot of, okay, here, 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 and getting everything all situated and all set up. And so that's really exciting for me. And with that being said, for Mother's Day, my son got me a new planner, and it has been sitting right over there in its packaging, waiting for me to do something with it. And this is going to be the something to do with it. I want to get that all set up and start planning in it, keeping track of everything that I'm doing, everything that I need to do, all of the information for all of my businesses, etc. Let me pull that over here. And it is a Moterm, and it's white, and it has the rings, and I don't know why it's still sitting in the packaging, but I was just waiting for like the ideal time to like give it a special job. This is the special job, my future. I'm going to cover this up, but I also got a package from Cloth and Paper. This also, I ordered this before Mother's Day, before I knew that I was not going to have a job. But I ordered a bunch of stuff in here. It's been sitting until I knew what I wanted to do, and now that I want to do, I'm going to do this. Get that going. I have some inserts. I have the ones for the side. Those are little ones for the side. And then I thought these were for the top, but they're also for the side. So I do need to get some for the top. But I have my little inserts. And then I also got the paper that fits in here so I can make my own pages for what I need to do. So that is going to be in a future video. So, but I wanted to let you know that it's been here and it's been waiting for me. And now that I know what I'm going to do, I am way too excited for it. Yeah, I'm way, way, way excited for this. So I am going to be using this little butterfly in here, and I'm also going to be using this paper clip here for this. And quite honestly, I have this from Pam that I was going to put on a Bible of mine, and when I, you know, it has plastic so you can go like this to look at it, and it just didn't fit because the writing on the Bible is gold, and I'm like, oh, that clashes. So I'm going to use this in here in this binder, because every business idea that I have, everything that I'm going to be doing, it is going to be guided by the Lord. I am handing all of this over to him, and I'm just like, you just tell me what to do, how to do it, you lead me, that's what's going to happen. And by doing that, I know it's going to be successful. I know that it will be. So this is coming up next in another video of me putting all of this together, talking some more. So I hope that you like chatty videos, but we're going to start a business, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So if you guys have the same ideas, you can do it as well. Or you can say, Vicki, that's not going to work. What are you thinking? And then, you know, we can talk about it. But yeah, so that's it. This is what I'm going to be doing. And this is my life going forward, being an entrepreneur. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm a little nervous to post it. I'm not going to lie. I will catch you in my next video, which is going to be me playing with this. This is going to be so much fun. I love planners. It brings me such joy. And especially since it's been sitting over there literally since Mother's Day. Yeah, it's time to open this baby up and let's make it into something fabulous. I will catch you in my next video. Until then, happy budgeting and take care.